Hello, Scott Warner Melodic Insights here, and today I'm going to teach you a real cool exercise that's going to show you how to do all the four note chords, okay, in every single key, and then I'll show you how to do it for the left hand. Okay, so here we go. So you're going to always start, and it's the same pattern for every single key, major and minor, okay? You're going to start off C major, 1, 2, 3, 5, okay? And this would be the same thing in every single key, because minor you just change the third down, right? So that's how you change from major to minor. Okay, and then as you move up, you're gonna come here, and then you're gonna come to here, which you're not gonna play your middle finger. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, and all it is, the note here is just gonna be repeating. Okay, so the next note I'm gonna take off the E, and the next note is gonna be a G up here. Again, 1, 2, 4, 5, right? You're going to notice there's a bigger gap between these two and then shorter here. And then it repeats. Okay? So that's going to go for every single key. So example, so in C minor, it's going to be like this. Right? You're not going to play the 3 here. You're going to play the 4 here. Okay, now there are times when, yeah, you want to play the 3 here, but for this exercise, we're going to keep it all consistent through every single key. Okay, so now here's how you're actually going to practice it. You're going to go... Okay, so you play the first 2 notes and then the last 2 at the same time. Then you're going to go to C minor. You're going to feel like this is a big stretch, and it is, but you'll get used to it. And then minor. And you'll notice when you're doing like these stretches, you turn the wrist a little bit, you see, to get that distance. Because if it's like this, it might be too hard. See, this is your minor, right? And then major, you just rotate it. See that? So from this, but I'm doing the major first, so you'll see why. See, I'm a little crooked, right? Now minor, I'm more straightened out. See, I'm more straightened out. So it's like, that's the subtle difference. Now for left hand, you're going to do it a little differently. Well, I'm going to start here just for the camera so you can see. You're going to actually start higher and then go down and then come back up, okay, for the left hand. So I'm going to come here and come down, and then just since I don't want to move the camera, once I get up to high enough where you can't, well, I guess I could probably go all the way, huh? Well, you really don't want to sit up at the keyboard, so actually, you know what, you just need to be able to see that note down there. So I'm going to come up to here. So yeah, you'll be able to see everything from this angle. Okay, so here's how you do the left hand. Start in C major or in any key you want, really. So it's the same thing. So the fingering's a little different. So for the main C major, it's going to be, 5, 4, 2, 1, right? As opposed to, the right hand. So that's like the only difference. And this one is 1, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, sorry, okay? Really try to emphasize those 4, even for me it's hurting because I already did this exercise already. But you want to really root that in. Now just some quick notes. So some of the key, like you'll notice like in the B flat minor key, which is here, you'll notice that you'll come here and be playing this, right? Which is actually the same as this. but the fingering I'm telling you to do, for, you know, is, okay, in other words, the B flat minor, the second inversion, I'm saying 3, 2, 1, right? But when it comes to B major, you're going to use the 4. So that's one thing that's similar. And then like how on the right hand, the major, you have to kind of turn your hand a little bit on the A flat major inversion. So on this case, it's the minor you have to turn on the left hand. Okay, the minor you have to turn, but the major, you're more straightened out. Okay, that's one difference. And then another weird key is the F sharp major key, or G flat major, is putting, you know, this distance between, because normally you would do this, right? You would think to do that, but really I'm telling you to do the 4 here. Okay. Now there are other exercises that you can do that will work the 3 here, kind of like this. Oops. You know what I mean? But I incorporate those in exercise, not for the main chord structure, because I think for the main chord structure you should keep it that way. That's at least what Carl Tausig did, and he was the one, you know, Franz Liszt trained him though. So, and I also noticed in like heroic Polonese, you know, where it's the fingering is actually here, right? And then you put your finger here, hold that note down, and then so Chopin has you doing 1/4 here. So that would make sense to use this fingering using the 4 for the majors, because normally like in D major you'd usually use the 3. But I'm telling you to use the 4. That's more consistent to use the 4 at least, because it'll work for every key though. See, that's the thing. So there are some weird things like that. And of course, when you're playing music, you kind of do want to do your own way. So I mean, you may want to practice something like that. I mean, I'm interested to see how that works out for you. But I just know for this video, the purpose is keep it consistent with the 4. But whatever you do, you should keep it consistent. I mean, doing it the other way, you'd always have the 3 on the 3rd. You know, and there's different advantages to that. So another thing, like with since I told you this, the F sharp major, right? The opposite would be the E flat minor, right? You know, putting the 4 here, you would think that you just want the 3. So there's just those are like little offset things, and then like of course the same thing with the B major. It's gonna do the opposite for the B flat minor on this one, right? So I'm using my 4 here, even though it's the same as, you know what I mean? See, it's the same distance. But so that's one thing that I found that's unusual. But for the most part, I think this is a good exercise. And if you're someone that doesn't even know how to do the chords yet, that's a good starting point, because once you go through all that, you'll realize, okay, if you can't figure it out, okay, here's major, minor, you know to bring down the 3rd one, okay, and then you want to go to the next key. What do? You just do this. Bring everything up 1/2 step. You don't know what the next, and then the next key, obviously, you bring the third down, okay, and you just follow up the keys. Same thing for major, you know, you bring everything up a key. You were here. So this is another way to get familiar with all the scales, okay? That's another good advantage to this exercise. So anyway, hope you all had a great time learning that. And if you like these kind of videos, let me know, you know, the tutorial type of videos. I know there's a lot of people out there that are doing videos, but I haven't really seen anyone do this kind of actual video, you know, this type of exercise. And it's very helpful, and there's also various different ways you can do it. Let me show you. Oh, I'm recording upside down. Like for example, you could do emphasizing the middle, right, instead of, and then I also do stuff like, and then you can do that for this key. So there's a lot of little tiny variations that you can do, but actually I don't know, am I upside down? Anyway, I hope you all had a wonderful time learning this. If you like videos like tutorial, let me know in the comments. And thank you for all your subscribers, for all your support. And I just hope I'm actually teaching you and you're getting some good value out of this. That's the main purpose of these videos, right? Because I just discovered it, And it's helped me learn all the chords. And once you start actually playing music, you'll be like, you know what, I should use that finger because it just makes sense. Okay, rather than trying to learn too many different types of fingers, it's good to kind of learn the most you can. Now, I don't know if I'm upside down or not. But anyway, Melodic Insights, Scott Warner. Y'all have a great, and happy holidays. It's 26 December. Everything's breaking here, so I'm going to close out this video. Peace.